Today I will show you how to create this crazy mirror effect in After Effects. Alright guys, so in After Effects I already have my clips in the timeline of Yeet, and what you pretty much need to do is you need to press Ctrl+Y to make a new adjustment layer, and here you need to add an effect called mirror. So take the mirror effect and drop it on the adjustment layer. Now at the start nothing is going to happen, and don't worry, we have to make the reflection center to half. Right now it says 1920 for me, so there are a couple of ways to do this. We could add this letter and 0.5, which would pretty much half it, and this is how it would look. For me that's just 960 because I added in a composition of 1920, so half is 960 if you can do the maths. And you would pretty much already have like this very simple mirror effect, but of course we want to make it look way cooler. So what we can do is after 10 frames of like our clip, or maybe even faster, we can press Ctrl+Shift+D on the adjustment layer and take the first part of the adjustment layer and delete it. So it would now go in like this, but of course as you can see that is not really smooth and we want to make it look way cooler. So we can go back to our clip and we can press Ctrl+D and bring the start of the clip right here. And we're going to make this clip much faster, and we're gonna add like a cool speed jump, and it's just going to look way cooler. So what we can do is we can press Ctrl+Alt+T and keyframe this time remap, which is going to be the start, and now go close to the ending and keyframe the time remap right here. I usually like to have 1 frame of distance, and let's bring the last keyframe a bit closer, yeah, somewhere like right here. And this is pretty much going to speed up everything. Now, what I sometimes like to do is if the ending looks like this, as you can see, like you can't really see much, I then like to reverse these time remap keyframes. So let's take this keyframe and put it at the start, and this one, so let's put that at the end, and this one at the start. You can do this sometimes, you don't have to do it all the time. And you can select both of these keyframes and press F9. And now go to the graph editor. I like to make this point go down and this one go inward like that. And make sure to check on the motion blur and double press on this, because this will actually make it way smoother and it's just going to look way nicer. So this is how it looks now. That actually starts to look pretty cool. But before we do anything, let's just call this adjustment layer to mirror, so we just don't get confused. And now let's go to the start of the adjustment layer, and here we can add some optional effects. So one could be levels, and with the levels effect, I like to keyframe the histogram at the start, and I just like to have it at 0. And then if we go to like one of the last keyframes, we can make the input black way higher to something like 150. Let's also add hue saturation and go back to the start, and here keyframe the channel range and everything is going to be at 0, and go to the ending and make the master saturation like way lower. Let's make it to like -62 for example. Actually, since it's this dark, we could even make it to like -80. And now we can press U to see all of the keyframes we have made, and we can select all the keyframes and just press F9 and don't do anything at all. And now go to the ending, press Ctrl+Shift+D and delete the remaining adjustment layer, and we can actually cut the last clip up a little bit so it doesn't pop out there. And this is how it's going to look right now. That actually looks really nice, but we could make this much smoother. So like we could press Ctrl+Y and add a couple of 1 frame glitches. So for this we can press Ctrl+Shift+D and delete and just have an adjustment layer in 1 frame. So first we can add like minimax, make the radius like 55, make it to just horizontal. Then we can duplicate this adjustment layer by pressing Ctrl+D and make it go here, delete the minimax here and add like exposure. I like to de-expose it, and this is going to look really nice, as you will see just in a moment. And now go 1 frame forward, press Ctrl+D, duplicate it, and here we can add just something like invert. And this instantly looks way better. And if we want to make this look even cooler, we could press Ctrl+Y at the start somewhere here and add another exposure and keyframe the gamma correction at 1, and then go to this frame right here and make it to like 0.22, and it's going to look darker. And now go 1 frame forward, press Ctrl+Shift+D, delete. And if you think like you're missing something, we could add some shake effects. So look, we can press Ctrl+Y. Now I'm not going to waste any more time creating shake effects, so I'm just going to go to effects and presets, and here I like to go to animation presets, user presets, and I love to use my impact presets pack for this. So here a perfect effect would be just a chroma distortion, and this is how the effect looks now. Instantly way cooler with this chroma distortion, adds a really nice shake. And if you want, you can even combine it, like you can press Ctrl+Y and combine it with another effect. So a cool one to combine would be like frame glitch chaos. Let's drag and drop it, and I actually like to put the frame glitch chaos below chroma distortion. And this is how the combination looks like. That is incredible. I absolutely love how that makes it look. And we can move on to the next clip. We can press Ctrl+Y. I love to add the shake chaos impact because this will make it look very natural, very nice. And this is how it would look. That looks super cool. And now we can combine it with both of the clips, and this is our final result right here. Tell me what you guys think about this result. I absolutely love it. And also, if you would like to check out the impact presets pack, I'll have it linked in the description. It includes over 25 of these drag and drop impact effects, which are pretty much like shake and distortion effects. But anyways guys, that's about it for the video. If you would like to learn how I make insane shake effects, then I'll have a video pop up somewhere here on the screen so you can easily check it out. But anyways, have a great day. See ya!